Hey guys, how are you doing? Today is August 4th, another Friday. And yesterday, Amazon been announced the quarterly result, right? Actually, after the market, then it rised up quite obviously. So I'll show you in a minute. And if you buy Amazon stock, you only buy her cloud service only, right? That means for the e-commerce actually Amazon is firing on all cylinders, right? She did a lot of other business, but only one segment is for the AWS. For e-commerce, actually now all the others can do already, right? Like the payment, like the game, like delivering, right? Delivering using the Prime used a lot of money from her, and then now for this quarter she can have a good result is because they are massively cutting the capex, capital expenditure. So we have to see that actually in the whole world now, if you have a good and fast cloud computing server, then you win, right? But for the others, like the e-commerce, like help you to open an e-shop, like the gaming, like the streaming, then all cannot make money already, because all the others are doing. And then actually it's not very easy for you to defeat Netflix, right? Actually I'm the user of Netflix, about $10 per month, right? I'm not watching every night, but sometimes for every 3 or 4 days I will watch a movie. Some of the movies are quite old, right? But that's okay to me, because very smooth. You can watch it while you are taking an MTR, you are traveling, something like that, right? And then the internet and the speed very is quite satisfying, right? But actually is, if you Disney also okay, right? But if for the others they want to do the same, then why I need to change? You are not cheaper than them, right? So just like the e-commerce, right? Help you to build an e-shop, right? This is some kind of difficult job, but it was more than 8 years before. Now then Shopify, all others can very easily help you to build your own e-shop, right? So actually for now, it's very different for you to buy Microsoft or Apple than Amazon, because Amazon now is only one thing, is the AWS. For the others, I'm not saying a great value of them, right? Although they worth some money, but actually if they can make some of the business more powerful, then maybe they have another driver. But now only have the cloud service only. She's still the biggest one, right? Okay, then we will go into that in a minute. Our Falcon portfolio been dropped it, because I'll show you in a minute, right? Dropped it to 78%. So if for any company you want me to analyze, you can leave your comment under the YouTube, or you can directly email to me by Usstockmarketweekly@gmail.com. So this is our covering. If you buy Amazon stock, you only buy her cloud service, right? So after Fitch downgrade US, so the market been down for 2 days. Wednesday half day, and then Thursday the whole day, right? So eventually Dow Jones become better, only down 66 points yesterday. And for Nasdaq, down only 13 points, right? I think today this Fitch downgrade effect will be over, or next week will be over. And this is our Falcon 350,000 portfolio, right? Then we are still losing 2.2% to Nasdaq. Our portfolio been 78% and Nasdaq been 80%. And we have not very good news for PayPal, in down 10% yesterday. It's quite embarrassing, because it's only the subscribing people, then down from 344 million people to 342 million people, right? Just 2 million people. And then the people think that that's not good, right? Others, I think, it's okay, right? So it doesn't matter, right? Then we will still hold it. And whenever the US 10-year Treasury yield rise higher than or equal to 4%, then the market will go down, right? No matter you are Apple, you are whatever, right? Then the market will go down, right? So we go for some news first, right? Apple's been okay, right? It beats some expectation. That means the consensus, except the iPad, right? And then it has a growth by 8% surface growth, right? But the share price still slipped after the market. Take a look on the data first, right? No matter the earnings per share, EPS, revenue, iPhone revenue, and actually for some revenue, the consensus is going down, right? Like the revenue, it goes up a little bit, and the consensus is going down 1%. For iPhone revenue, the consensus is going down 2%, and now is also down, but not 2%, right? The Mac revenue, actually, the consensus is down 7%, but no, it go up a little bit. And then for the iPad revenue, then it really bad, go down by 20%, but it always bad, right, for iPad. So for the others, product revenue, Surface is quite good, go up by 8%, and the gross profit margin is 44.5, compared with the consensus is 44.2%, right? You may see the result is still okay, but actually the stock price slipped about 1 to 2% after the market, right? We will analyze Apple's performance in our Hong Kong program, but on the pay program, right, in detail. And for other news is for Nintendo. Nintendo's shares been, I can say, not very good, but still okay, right? Not going down deeply for the past 1 year, and it's going up and going down, and then it just posted quite a good performance, right? 52% surge on the profit. It's because of two things. One is the Super Mario movie, not the game. Super Mario movie. I'm not saying it before, right? I'm not saying it yet. And actually, for Cedar's game, right? Tears of Kingdom. I finished this game already. This is quite a good game, right? And then these two catalysts then boost up Nintendo's profit. Actually, I think Nintendo is okay, and I learned it on some platform that Nintendo is going to launch a new console. We know that for Switch, it's been for Switch and then Switch OLED. It's been for how many years? 6 years already, right? 2017, and then OLED is also 2 years already, and now Nintendo is going to from the platform then said that Nintendo will launch a new console. May not be Switch 2, may be total different things, right? And then now we always said that actually the frame rate is too low, right? Dock mode is still okay, right? Dock mode is still okay for high resolution, but on the handheld it's not okay, right? In I don't know, then maybe they will have cooperation with NVIDIA or AMD to improve the graphic, right? I don't know, right? But actually then I think they need to have a new console already, right? Because it's too old already. Then actually I think every console, famous one, need to have 60 frame rate, right? And then now they only have 30, or sometimes if you pay it on the handheld then it's lower than that, right? That is not, I think it's not acceptable already, right? She need to go for it quite quickly. Okay, then for Alibaba, right? They will have a new open sources AI on the language, right? We all know that whenever there is a new thing come up on the Western, and then China will follow, they will never be the first one. But whenever there is new technology, we have the report already on Meta, that means Facebook, for an open AI language model. It's free, but it will attract a lot of advertisement. So whenever there's new thing from the Western world, then China very quickly they copy it, and then they said they invent it, and then they said they are the world's #1 because they have 1.4 billion people, something like that, right? So this time, if they do not have the most advanced chips, then we'll see the performance on that, right? So every time it's like that, right? Like for eBay, when eBay come up, then Alibaba have the e-platform. Every time it's like that, right? When there is Android, when there is WhatsApp, something like that, then they will have the WeChat. They will never be the first one, and then they will catch up very quickly, and then they will say that we do it ourselves, and then we are the world's biggest one. So this is quite annoying and quite disguising, right? Okay, we talk about Amazon. One thing I want you to take notice is now the PE of Amazon is over 300, right? It's over 300. That means the profit is very, very slim. So the PE is that high, but it's not losing money. It's still earning money. If losing money, then there is no PE ratio. So I have posted the aftermarket result, right? After the market yesterday night, and then Amazon been raised at 8.73%, and then the stock price rises to 140.17 cents, right? If we take a look on the 5 year, then you will see that linear for 1 year, Amazon stock price is dropping within the red lines, right? You can see that linear for 1 year, Amazon stock price is dropping quite dramatic. You can see that the peak is about 170, right? And then now still not up to that, right? So we have to take note of that. And now for this quarter, Amazon has a good result demonstrating is because of him, because Jassy is doing a big surgery to cut the cost. We know that for the Prime service, for the robot delivering, actually Amazon been have a lot of cap expenditure, a lot. But after that, for that, it doesn't bring a lot of money, a lot of profit to the shareholders. She did a good job because that make the 1 day delivery, right? But the point is, she spent a lot of money. But actually, the profit still drive by the AWS, not the Prime service. And then Jassy has been aggressively slashing expense. That means cutting the expense for what? Layoff and eliminating unproven bags. You should ask him herself, what is the unproven bags, right? So we see that this is the AWS business, not the Amazon's, right? Only for the cloud service. You can see that actually it did a good job, right? You see the green line is the revenue. Go up, and go up, right? And then we see the operating income still okay, right? Actually, Amazon is firing on all cylinders. You can see that she really did everything. Amazon Care, logistics, she must do it, right, for delivering. Private label, music, retail, entertainment, games, payments. Payments is okay, right, because for the e-commerce. But you can see that for the Amazon Music, entertainment, gaming, healthcare, private label, not much profit. That means those kind of departments need to be cut, need to be axed, right? Only one thing is for the e-commerce and the cloud computing. So if you take a look on the growth of the AWS revenue, it's dropping. You see that this is for the growth year over year. not a good sign to Amazon, right? Amazon now have a better profit is because she exited the expenditure and lay off the staffs. May not be of the business is better, right? We have to take note of that. Right, then I have some takes for him, right? For the net sales, 134 billion US dollar, a little bit better than 121, right? For half year, 261 billion US dollar, a little bit better than 237, right? For the net income, of course, better because 1 year before is a loss, right? Lost by 2 billion US dollar, and now she earned 6.75 billion US dollar. Right? So you see that I put a tick, and somewhere is cross. Right? So for the North America, it's for the business, not only for the cloud service. For America, okay, right, it's earning 3.2. The revenue is increasing. 3.2 compares loss in 1 year before the same period. And then for international, sorry, that is still a loss, right? Loss less, but still a loss, right? And for AWS, then you can see that actually AWS, that means the cloud service, income, revenue is not better than 1 year before. You can see that. I have a take and then one spot on that. 5.3 billion US dollar compared with 1 year before the same period. 5.7. Not better, just nearly the same, right? So we have to, if we counted for half year, now is only 10.4 billion US dollar in the AWS, compared with 1 year before 12.2. That means a little bit backward, right? So actually the good result is come from cutting the people, cutting the expenditure. We have to be very careful on that. We quickly examine the assets, then I think it's still healthy. It's still healthy for Amazon. You can see that for the current asset, 140 billion US dollar, and then we compare with the current liability, 148. That's okay, right? Equal. And then for the liability long term, about total 84 billion US dollar, and then the long-term assets about 237 billion US dollar. So must be okay, right? So on finance, that's okay for Amazon. No need to worry. And then if we compare for the net cash provided by the operating activity, okay, right? For 3 months, 16.4 billion US dollar compared with 8.9. If we count for 6 months, 21.2 compared with 6.1. If we compare for 12 months, that means 1 year, 61.8 compared with 35.5. That means actually Justice been lay off a lot of people and a lot of department, right? So we have to take care on that, right? That means I'm quite scared of some company, they have the improvement is because they cut the people. Then why they hire so many people? That's the question I immediately ask. Why you hire a lot of people, right? Why you develop so many business? You have to think carefully before you do anything. That means Amazon is chasing the tail of a rabbit. That means someone doing this, I follow. Disney come up, I follow for Prime Video. Someone do the music, I do the music. Someone do the health, I do the health. But you have a lot of business, but no can do, right? Everything goes back to the very old one, not the bookstore, right? Go back to the AWS, and even the e-commerce should lose already, right? You can do the e-commerce by I don't know how many across US. And then you can build up your e-shop by so many program or even by an app from Shopify. They did everything same as Amazon. Right. So at the end of the day, it's still the AWS. That means the cloud service. But actually now, Amazon still do not have the AI. Right. So she has to run faster and then cut more deployment. Right. So it's your own choice if you will choose Amazon. I don't know, because actually then she will cut more people, cut more staff, and then have a good result on next quarter. But actually, for business, then you have to really have something, right? That means you will need to have some core business beside of only the AWS, right? And then the AI, everything have to be in line. For all other company department, then they should cut it already, right? No point for sparing the money is from the shareholder, right? The money is from the shareholder, right? Okay, thanks for watching, and then please give us a like, and then any comment and share to your friends is appreciated, right? So please help to subscribe and then press the bell icon next to it, so you will get noticed by YouTube whenever there is new video uploaded. Okay, thanks everyone for watching, and then today is Friday. I hope everyone have a very peaceful weekend. See you next Friday. Bye bye.